Is it just me, or does it seem like more people are obsessed with themselves nowadays? Given society the old eyeball test, I see more people demanding, not asking, but demanding for things that they are not entitled to. People are out here acting as if they are gods. Are you talking about some
worship me, give praise unto me, the beautiful, the sublime, me the invincible, the almighty and divine.
And this mentality is rampant, knocking on the door of every person's heart as if it were a Jehovah's Witness. This self-centeredness presents itself in various ways, from the way people treat employees for simply doing their jobs, to how corporations feel entitled to their consumers' money, to celebrities treating their fans as if they are nothing to them. And the internet is no exception to this pride. On the contrary, it plays a major catalyst in it. With the rise of streamers on Twitch and Kick, YouTubers, TikTokers, IG models, podcasters, and various other internet personalities, many fiend for the spotlight, fiend for monetary gain, fiend for validation, when in reality, it's all meaningless. This ideology permeates through from solely being on the internet and into daily life, leading to the world of selfish people we have today. If you're anything like me, you would be asking, what is the thing that makes people so self-absorbed today? What is making people more hostile towards those who disagree with them? Where does this idea that we deserve everything come from? And the answer to that is that our society has glorified the ego. Ego is why so many people find it so hard to agree with the other side. It ends marriages, breaks up friend groups, and divides entire communities. If this keeps up, we will have nothing but a generation of self-centered egomaniacs who don't know how to lower themselves to resolve conflict because they're too busy bragging about how they can crank 90s or have the latest J's or something. I don't know.
What the hell?
But before I go deeper on this topic, I would like to title this era the Age of Egotism. Music has always been about a diversity of topics. From sadness, to love, to pain, to respect, music has always been about the human experience. Usually, artists describe the emotions they felt, the problems they had witnessed, their worldview, etc. Artists like Aretha Franklin, Stevie Wonder, groups like the Beatles, and many other artists wrote songs that were beautiful, heartfelt, had meaning, and made you move. But now, things are much different. Nowadays, pride flows from the industry, where we see artists flex how great they are, how amazing their lives are, and tying their money to their self-worth. Music has partially lost an art to it. Now, don't get me wrong. Producers are going absolutely crazy. But rappers are simply glorifying the self, proving that if a beat sounds good enough, people will listen to anything. Artists will just say anything at this point. They will just continue to brag and brag and brag, or just say nonsense, with riveting lyrics like, my blank pink, my booty hole brown. I'm sexy and I know it. And quite literally, I am a god. I know, such G is behind the lyrics. But egotism isn't just shown when artists outright say that they are the best. Songs like Munch, Industry Baby, Can't Tell Me Nothing, and so many more feature the artists glorifying themselves as if they are better than all their listeners without outright saying the words, I'm better than you. Yes, many artists are extremely skilled, talented creatives who can make art that makes you move, sing along, fill you with joy, or make you cry. I often respect their hustle, their grind, their art. Emphasis on often because there are exceptions. However, their skills make them believe that they are better than the people around them, including their fans. And that simply isn't the case. Rappers aren't better than their peers. They shouldn't think that they are better than their listeners or rap about being better than those who platform them. I understand that rappers worked hard to get where they are, and that's 100% commendable, admirable even. But instead of creating music that degrades people, they should create music that elevates. Instead of music that hurts people, focus on music that heals. Instead of making music that makes people overly proud and focused on themselves, music should expand the worldview and create awe in its listeners. Now, the internet is a world that I have loved since I was young. I grew up watching YouTube, watching YouTubers like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Stampy Longhead, PewDiePie, 8-Bit Ryan, and so many more. This was a world that I escaped to when I would get home. After a long day of school, stress, being a social outcast, I would come home to escape, and I would watch these YouTubers and play these games. But even in this world that I had used as an escape, this world that I love so dearly, there lay a terrible reality. The internet has bred many egoists. YouTubers like the Paul brothers, punching bags of the internet for many years. Logan Paul with his famous video, and Jake Paul known for being a general jerk. iDubbbz, both before and after he was cool. Rice Gum, when he was all about flexing, although he's chilled out now from what I've seen. All these guys used to be, and some still are, about their ego. And now we see a new generation of content creators with huge egos rising up. YouTubers and streamers like Jack Doherty, Neon, Sneeko. These are just a few names that have arisen from the new age of content. Sneeko rose and crashed into irrelevancy because of his ego. Started off good, creating thought-provoking videos that honestly could have been considered an art form. Then he started letting his ego get in the way of his content. He started flexing, yelling at people, treating others as if they were beneath him. And then came the fall.
Hey, it's editor Eli. And this next clip just shows why Sneeko fell off. He just started going too extreme, too crazy. Like, what the heck even is that, bro?
Yeah. So this is a 30-year-old feminist, blue-haired bitch, queen, who is constantly the name of her channel. I don't give a bam. I don't give a this fucking blue-haired old-ass bitch, Chad. Her whole name is making fun of men. Chad. So I flip it on you. Old ass feminist, you want to have kids. You don't make no sense because you don't know how to let go of your power and your ego and admit the fact that you need to get fucked. That's why you're making no sense why you're complaining about men on a regular basis. That's why you're power tripping. Somebody needs to shut the fuck up with your feminism. Yeah, come here. Flip it on you. You calling us incels? You're a femcel. What's up? But look at the hypocrisy.
Recently, Kick streamer Neon has grown a massive following for being an idiot online. You stupid for that one, bro. Messing with people in public and even talking a big game about how he was gonna mess with the former president of the United States at a UFC event. Guess how that went?
Neon's not allowed in. What? They dropped your name specifically.
Huh?
They just dropped your name specifically, bro. They said Neon is not allowed in.
In the stadium?
Yes.
What?
Perfect. Thank you.
What the hell?
I'm not allowed in the stadium.
You specifically, so now I need to talk to them about refunding the damn money.
Hold on, no. There's no fucking way.
No, you stay your ass in the car.
And Jack Doherty, that man got what he deserved. But it's not just these three terrible examples that we can all laugh at and make fun of. So many Twitch girls and guys, streamers, act as if they deserve your money because they sit on a stream and play a game or react to something. Sometimes barely even reacting. They be leaving the room. They feel entitled to your money, your time, your attention, and I respect streamers for your grind. Just like I respect artists for their grind. It's difficult to get up there to make it to the top. But to publicly shame, make fun of, and be unappreciative of those who platformed you in the first place, that is ridiculous. You gotta be stupid. But their audience is not free of blame either. Some of their viewers feel entitled to the attention of their creators. Many feel as if their favorite content creator has to make content simply because the viewers say so. This was a problem with Corey X Kenshin's community for a while. Listen, I'm a big fan of Corey, and it's a big meme that the brother takes breaks for a long time. I don't know how long his latest break has been, but he ain't uploaded in months, and that's okay. But there are people who feel as if he has to make YouTube videos. And he didn't have to make videos, and he doesn't have to make videos. Those who feel as if their favorite streamers and YouTubers owe them something have an ego that drives them to mindlessly consume, and that is dangerous. And this egotism goes beyond the internet. People have become more egotistical on average. More people feel a sense of entitlement that goes beyond reason to a certain point. People have lost an element of empathy and understanding and feel as if they deserve everything. For example, many people feel entitled when they go to a store and see something that they think is on sale. Keyword think. They may have misread the sign. They may have saw it in the wrong place, even though it was in the right place. And when they are told that they are wrong and that they misread the sign, or that they were looking at the wrong item, they will grumble, they will stomp, they will curse, and straight up harass the employee that is behind the register, the manager that comes to help, simply because they're trying to do their job. But it's not just customers. Employees feel entitled to benefits from corporations, automatically wanting better pay, better benefits, better vacation hours, even when they do bare minimum effort. It should go both ways. You should give good work and you should be rewarded for good work. Corporations believe that they have no obligation to pay their workers well and are entitled to the dollar of not only their consumers but their workers. Men feel more entitled to women's bodies, many crying and moaning when they get a no from a woman, which is why we have this whole red pill movement. Women feel entitled to men's money. Many women start OnlyFans believing it's an easy way to make big money, when the average OnlyFans account only makes $180 and the average OnlyFans girl makes even less. And frankly, many women do not have the bodies to be raking in that big cash. Many people feel as if they are the greatest, treating others as if they are beneath them. People are too proud to greet their neighbors, too busy to listen to advice that challenges their views, too proud to sit and be vulnerable. Ego is holding our society back. Why are things like this? Well, there's a few reasons. Number one, people have been spoon-fed a lie. Who knew constantly being reassured by everyone in your life that you're the best with no lessons about humility, empathy, and care for your fellow man would teach you people to be self-centered? We have been taught from a young age in the schooling system. We're always reassured, oh, you're going to make it great places. Oh, you're going to go so far. Oh, you're going to do this. You're going to be going places. Especially the gifted kids, they get reassured a bajillion they could do no wrong. That's why failure hits them harder than anybody else. But in reality, you should be taught about failure. You should be taught to respect and be humble towards those around you. Why? Because it leads not only to better functioning members of society, but you could learn something. Reason number two, people often put up a wall of pride to protect themselves from insecurity. I'm going to discuss that deeper in a different video. So subscribe and stay tuned for that coming soon. But you ever heard the phrase small PP energy? Yeah, that idea goes for everything. When people are insecure, they try to flaunt and take control of others to feel some semblance of order. That's why some men, they flaunt their money, but they're really empty inside. Some women flaunt their bodies, but in reality, they're empty inside because they want to feel something and they want some validation. They want to feign something. They need something to fill that empty hole in their heart. The third reason, it's human nature. People love status, power, influence. Since we are fallen beings because Adam wasn't paying attention to his wife, our nature is inherently drawn to those things. Anything that will make us more self-centered, we chase. In fact, selflessness has to be taught to people. You have to teach a child to not be narcissistic. Because if not, they're going to think that the world revolves around them. And reason number four, what you view influences the way you view the world. You watch a lot of anime, you're gonna think you're an anime protagonist. You watch a lot of unholy things, you become a coomer. You spend a lot of time with God, you become holier. It works both ways. And because the media people are viewing as more self-centered and egotistical, people are becoming more self-centered and egotistical. That's why we see so many people fiending for any way to get famous, make money, make a name for themselves, to the point that they'll do anything for the drug named clout. We see more people becoming obsessed with celebrities to the point that they would do anything for them so that they could feel some semblance of self-worth by living vicariously through those celebrities. Or we see people getting depressed and feeling worthless because they don't have enough money or bodies or whatever society deems viable or acceptable or popular. The best way to counter the wave of egotism is by practicing humility. It's hard to describe what humility is because so many things go into it. But I'm going to start off by telling you what humility isn't, because there are many misconceptions about it. Humility is not belittling yourself to look better in front of people, because in reality, you're just trying to gain notoriety. Humility is not thinking that you are worthless either, or thinking that you are less than others. Humility still has an aspect of self-respect. But humility is the absence of pride. Humility is recognizing that you are not better than anyone. Humility is recognizing that you can learn from anyone. When you practice humility, it allows you to diffuse situations, take failure at face value, keep you calm in stressful situations. Humility is how we counter this wave of egotism. And don't take my word for it. Take the wisest, most powerful person in history. He was a man who was also God, who taught people about humility, and his followers expanded on what he taught. His name? Jesus. And he put it best by saying this. First, he commands you that you should love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your strength. Many people ignore that part, but it's equally as important as the second commandment that most people know. That commandment being, love your neighbor as you love yourself. When you do that, you demonstrate perfect humility. Because you don't undervalue yourself, because it says to love yourself, but you have to love your neighbor as you love yourself. You treat that person as your equal in all scenarios with respect, with the respect that you would want. And this applies to when you're angry with someone or if someone's angry with you. When you're angry with someone, you have to envision yourself in that person's shoes. If someone was angry with you, wouldn't you want forgiveness? Therefore, you would have to humble yourself, slow your anger, and forgive them. And it works both ways. If you treat people with respect, people will start treating you with respect. The Apostle Paul expands on this a little more. Don't be selfish. Don't try to impress others. Be humble, thinking of others as better than yourselves. This is how we truly defeat ego, by practicing humility on a daily basis. I personally like to recite Bible verses and to say this one phrase. I say in my mind whenever I get angry with someone or I start to swell up, I say, I am not better than anyone. I am not better than anyone. I am a student of the Most High. That's all I say. I also like to say I'm a student of the living God. That's it. I'm a student of the Most High. I'm constantly learning. And he sends people my way so that I can learn from them. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do the YouTuber things, like, subscribe, comment, boost it in the algorithm. Please, I'm trying to get this message out. This was something that I've been passionate about. I've been writing about it for a long time now, and I feel really, really good about getting this off my chest because I've noticed a trend that people have become so entitled, and I'm not immune from it. I suffer with pride as well, as every man does. Every man, every woman, every child is going to suffer with pride. It's in our nature. But when you turn to Christ, ask for humility, then things change. Also, check out this hoodie, bro. Check it out. Look at this. Look at that pretty butterfly. It's from my brand. This is my ad right now. This is my ad. This is my brand. Elect this. The website ain't up yet because, yeah, I have a Patreon. If you subscribe to that, I'm going to put you in the producer thing. You're going to be shouted out. It's only $5. I'll probably open up a Discord when I have enough patrons. So, yeah. And also, check out the back design. I love this back design. It's flowers. It's mad pretty. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And the fit is nice. I know. Anyway, goodbye.